Hey there, I'm Jenny Oates, and I am super excited that you have joined this class today. Maybe you're watching because you don't know anything about essential oils and you're curious what all this buzz is about. Or maybe you're wanting to learn how to use essential oils for everyday things or for even more severe health priorities that you or a loved one might have. I was first introduced to essential oils because of regular and quite extreme pain and tension that I would have in my head. And at this time, I was quite skeptical of oils and had always steered very clear of them. I thought they smelled weird and I certainly didn't think that they worked. As a former athlete and Division I soccer player, I really knew the value of feeding and fueling my body, but I'd always turned to other alternatives, to eating healthy, supplementing, and using protein powders to really boost my health and performance. But it's really funny how we become much more open to something when we're desperate. And I was on vacation with my family. I was kicking the soccer ball around on the beach, and after a day of intense sun and squinting, I began to experience massive tension in my head and neck. I sadly made my way to the hotel room knowing I was probably down for the count and no more fun for the evening. I decided to try out the peppermint oil that my friend had given me, and again, I was really skeptical. I put a drop or two on my temples and the back of my neck and some in the palm of my hand, and I breathed it in, and I laid down, honestly not expecting much at all, but within a couple minutes, my tension was going away. I thought, heck, if some's good, more must be better. Now, don't abide by that philosophy with oils, but I knew nothing about oils at this time, so I tried another round of peppermint, and in less than 15 minutes after heading up to my hotel room, I was feeling better, and I was bouncing back down the steps to resume my beach soccer with my family. My husband, Nathan, was absolutely shocked because this had never happened before. I learned something super important that day about myself, and I really think human nature in general. We're oftentimes afraid of what we don't understand. I understood swallowing things, and I think Western medicine has really programmed us to be comfortable with taking pills, so vitamins made sense to me. But rubbing something on myself or diffusing it didn't make sense to my brain at all, that it could actually be beneficial to my health. But I've learned a lot, and this, my friend, is what I am so excited to show you in our next few minutes together. Before we dive into our class, I would love for you to take just a moment to think about yourself. Sometimes we get in a mode of taking care of everyone else in our lives, but I really want to encourage you to just stop for just a second and write down a couple top health priorities in your life right now that you would love to find a natural solution to. Whatever your reason for joining me today, I'm glad you're here. My intention for this class is that you walk away a little bit more educated on what essential oils are and how to use them for everyday things. I want you to be a little more equipped with specific solutions that dōTERRA offers and fully empowered to create your very own custom health plan with essential oils. But I have a favor to ask of you. In order for you to get the most out of this class, I want you to participate with me. So much about oils is the experience of them. Get out the samples that the person who invited you to this class may have given you, and hopefully you got some dōTERRA peppermint and some wild orange, and why don't you just stop right now and take that wild orange and open it up, stick a little drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and just breathe that in. Wild orange is amazing for invigorating and for mood, and it'll help wake you up for the rest of our class. If you don't have any samples, that's okay. You're gonna learn a lot in the next few minutes, but my hope is that you go beyond learning and that we get some essential oils into your hands that you can experience. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to take out a pen and paper to take some notes on, or grab a copy of your Natural Solutions class guide. Again, if you don't have a class guide, go right now to the website and download a digital version and follow along. So, I don't know what your experience with oils has been, but the reality is, whether you have a little bit of experience or a whole lot, they have been around for a really long time. And Egyptians used plant extracts for health medicinally. They used it for cosmetic purposes and other things. And maybe you've also heard of a guy named Hippocrates. He's the father of modern medicine. He used plants for medicinal purposes as well, specifically oregano. Frankincense and myrrh were given to baby Jesus in the Bible, and if you fast forward thousands of years, in the 40s, a French doctor even used essential oils in war hospitals. But if you fast forward even more today, you can see that doTERRA has changed the way that essential oils are sourced. doTERRA formed something called co-impact sourcing partnerships. This is something that I love about this company. We partner with growers around the globe to not only source the best quality oils in the environments where those plants should be grown, but in the process, we provide jobs, schools, running water, and our goal is to protect agriculture traditions in these communities. So every bottle of oil that I purchase, every single time I buy it or use it, it impacts a family around the world as well as my family and provides a livelihood for them. So even though oils have been used all throughout history, we've kind of gotten a little off track, haven't we? I want to show you 3 really cool things about essential oils and why people are really turning back to them for solutions to help them get back on track with healthy, empowered living. The first cool thing about essential oils is they're natural. All essential oils are made from plants: the leaf, the stem, the flower, or the root. Nothing is taken away from or added to these oils, so they're 100% natural. If you look on your class guide, you're going to see a picture of a peppermint leaf. Next to that, you're going to see a magnified peppermint leaf. Now, what you're looking at is these little tiny oil sacs on each plant. These oil sacs protect the plant against predators and viruses and bacteria, and it actually keeps the plant healthy. Similarly, when you and I use these essential oils, we get that same protection. Now I want you to take some peppermint. Take that peppermint sample, and I want you to open it up, and I want you to put a drop in your hands, just like this. Then I want you to rub your hands together, cup your hands around your face, don't touch your eyes, and don't get it too close to your face. And I want you to breathe it in deeply for 30 seconds. What I want you to do as you're breathing it in really deeply is I want you to take note of what you're feeling as you do this. You'll likely feel your airways open. Maybe you're going to become a little bit more alert. Head tension might be relieved. Peppermint is really versatile, just like most oils. As you felt, it's great to support respiratory health and open airways. It's great for tension. It also helps aid in digestive issues, and it is awesome for a natural coolant. So if you're a female in a particular season of life that's a little bit hotter, peppermint is fabulous. You just take it, rub the rest of that you have right now, rub it in the back of your neck, and in a minute, you'll feel it cooling you off. Moms love using doTERRA peppermint to really aid in cooling down their children when they're sick. Here's what I love about essential oils. They're 50 to 70 times more potent than herbal supplements. Now remember, that's where my expertise was for years. That one drop that you just tried is actually equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. Where you and I would have to take numerous supplements, you just need a drop or a couple drops to do the exact same thing. So the first cool thing about essential oils is they're natural. The second cool thing about essential oils is they're effective. Okay, let's go all the way back to Biology 101 to learn about the effectiveness of oils. If you're a doctor, nurse, or biologist, or scientist listening to this, I am not trying to offend you by the simplicity of this, but we're gonna keep this really simple and on a level that we all can understand. There are 2 paths that most of us take when it comes to our health. The medical path, which deals with symptoms, and the natural pathway, which really focuses more on the root causes. I absolutely believe that there is a time and a place for the medical model for sure, but I'm gonna operate now under the assumption that you're listening to this because you want a lifestyle of health and wellness, and we'd probably both agree that we can only achieve that through living things that are alive. Medication is non-living, it's synthetic, and synthetic things have what? They have side effects. So we wanna reach our goal of health and wellness and feeling good with no side effects. Let me tell you 2 reasons why essential oils work so well. Number 1, oils contain hundreds of compounds in each one, so they're extremely versatile to help you with numerous issues at once. So let's take peppermint, for example. It has nearly 300 unique compounds. This is why it can help you with headaches and digestive issues at the exact same time. This is very different than medication, which really hits one symptom, but then it also has that side effect. Oils hit numerous root issues with no side effects. Let me tell you a little story about willow bark. There was a tribe in the Middle East years ago that discovered that willow bark was great for pain. And they used it, they crushed it up and they used it. And there was another company that came in and realized what this tribe was doing. They began to study willow bark and they discovered these hundreds and hundreds of compounds of willow bark that made it so effective. But this company could not mimic all of the hundreds of compounds because science hasn't quite figured out a way to do that yet. But they looked at it and they isolated a couple of those compounds. They synthetically reproduced them in a lab, and then they added a bunch of other chemical things in it so that they could patent it. And that company that we have today is called Bayer. That's where we got aspirin from. So when you look at the roots of a lot of our pharmaceutical drugs, they're plant-based, but they're synthetically produced from the natural thing, and it never quite touches all of the compounds because we haven't figured out how to really duplicate that yet. So they're less effective in the long run. Oils are super effective because they can penetrate the cell wall and provide the cell what it needs to support health. Inside of our bodies are millions of cells that are each surrounded by an oily membrane. It's a bilipid or double layer of fat. Now, this membrane's job is to protect the cell and guard what comes in and what comes out. Let's say you get sick with a bacteria. What does the doctor give you? He gives you an antibiotic. 8 to 10 days later, hopefully you're feeling better. But that antibiotic has what? It has a side effect. It does its job well and it kills the bad bacteria, but it also kills the good bacteria in your intestines. But what happens when you get a virus? The doctor tells you to go home and rest and just let it run its course, and you're absolutely miserable. So bacteria actually form on the outside of your cell. If you look at your class guide, it's this little green guy on the outside of the cell. And inside of the cell is the virus. It's the purple guy that kind of hangs out inside of the cell. Most antibiotics are water-based, which is why they don't work on viruses, because oil and water don't mix. But essential oils can actually penetrate the oily membrane and support the body and immune function from the inside and outside of the cell. One of my favorite oils that does this is dōTERRA's On Guard. It's a blend of oils that smells a little bit like Christmas in a bottle, and it supports a healthy immune system. This is a daily use oil in our home, especially in Tennessee during the months of September through March, where seasons are changing and when school is in full swing, and so are the germs. So what are the two things that we've just learned about essential oils? They're natural and they're effective. The third cool thing about essential oils is that they're safe. There are 4 different grades of essential oils. Remember, not all oils are the same. The first type that we have is synthetic. This would be perfumes, lavender air fresheners, lemon furniture polish. Remember again, synthetic things have side effects, even things like household cleaners, laundry detergents, and skincare products that we probably don't think about. The second type is food-grade essential oils. Orange frosting, lemon bars, basil or oregano and spaghetti sauce, but it only has to be the grass quality, which is generally regarded as safe to be able to put it into our food. The third grade is therapeutic. This is what you might find at a massage or chiropractic office or in stores for relaxing or reducing stress. These types are very unregulated and they have limited or really marginal health benefits. The fourth type, our last one, is certified pure therapeutic grade. This is medical grade of essential oils, and it is the highest quality grade. Not many oils pass this test. What makes dōTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade the highest standard is a few things. Our oils are third-party tested, they're free of contaminants and heavy metals, and they're beyond organic. Also, CPTG means that our plants are grown and harvested in their natural environment all over the world. Why is that a big deal? Well, have you ever had a pineapple in Hawaii? It tastes nothing like the pineapple that you buy at Kroger in Nashville, Tennessee. The reason for this is that plants are adaptive to the environment that they're placed in. Pineapple will grow in other places than Hawaii, but it will change the compound structure of the plant, which in turn changes the health benefits you and I receive. dōTERRA sources from 42 different countries around the world to give you and I the oils that are going to have the best compound structure to work with your body and produce the best results. Our lemon oil, for example, it's grown in Italy. Our melaleuca from Australia. Lavender is actually best grown in the high altitudes of France and Bulgaria. And our frankincense that is best for supporting inflammation comes from the Middle East. It would be so much easier and cheaper to grow the oils here in the US. But know this, the purest oils produce the best natural medicine. Let's talk for just a second about price. Have you ever thought, I can't afford essential oils, they're way too expensive? I want to show you how I can beat the best insurance that you have nearly every time and save you money by using essential oils. So what's your copay? Take a second and write that down. Now, how much do you pay for medication? Maybe you get yours for $5 or $10, or maybe you even get yours for free. Then, if you get sick, how long do you have to take that medication or antibiotic? Probably 8 to 10 days. So that's some time off work, right? So if my child has an ear infection, I can take 2 drops of Melaleuca, 2 drops of lavender. I can rub it on the inside or the outside and inside of their ear, and it costs me 64 cents. So even if you get your over-the-counter drugs for free with the insurance plan you have, I have you beat in the cost of the gas to the drive to the store, or the time you had to take off work when you didn't feel well or had to pick your child up from school. So do the math for yourself over the course of a year. If you weren't investing in regular copays and medication and doctor's visits, what would you have saved over that year, since oils are only pennies per drop? So you just heard 3 cool things about essential oils. They're natural, they're effective, and they're safe. I also showed you that they're really cheap. Now I want to show you 3 different ways that you can use them. The first way is aromatically. You can breathe oils in through cupped hands, like we did with the peppermint a second ago, or you can use a diffuser. The aromatic use of oils helps boost mood, it helps open airways, and it even freshens the air. This use of oils, I gotta be honest, it always tripped me up because I didn't really understand how it benefited my health. I got that it made the air smell good and was probably a way better alternative to candles, but how does that really help my health in the long run? So humor me for just a second and do this with me. Take your right hand and put it on the bridge of your nose. Take your other hand and put it on the back of your head. Where you're holding at the bridge of your nose is your olfactory nerve, and it runs in one single connection called a synapse to the back of the brain. It specifically connects to the limbic system in the back of the brain, which is the seat of our emotions. It's our mood, and it controls our memories. It's the only connection in the brain that has a direct pathway. So in 30 seconds or so, maybe a little longer, a message goes from your nose and hits the back of your brain. This is why when you smell something, it triggers a memory, which then triggers a feeling. So the aromatic use of oils, or your sense of smell, is actually the fastest way to shift mood and emotion. Think about it, the doctor, when they want to put you under. What do they use? They put a mask on you and they tell you to count to 30, but you rarely make it because in seconds you're out. They have basically diffused medication to you. So the first way is aromatically. The second way is topically. You're gonna apply the oils to the area of your biggest concern or need, like if it's muscle pain or digestive issues. My favorite place to actually apply my oils is the back of my neck, right near my hairline at the base of my skull. Or you can use this acronym, FEW, to help you remember where to apply them. F is for feet. Apply them to the bottom of your feet because, number 1, our feet have the largest pores of our body and it absorbs really quickly and goes throughout your entire body in 20 minutes. So put it on your feet and throw some socks on to protect your wood floor. E stands for ears. Apply it below the ears. This is where your lymph nodes are, which are connected to your endocrine system and affects your hormones. It affects mood, it affects stress levels. And W is your wrist. Apply your oil inside the wrist because there are numerous pressure points here that run all throughout your body. The last way to use essential oils is internally. You can put 2 to 3 drops in a 4 to 6 ounce glass of water, or you can also put them in a veggie capsule and just swallow it. This method of using essential oils is for daily care, or it works great to support more chronic issues like digestive issues, immunity, pain, inflammation, blood sugar, and more. But never ever internalize essential oils unless they are certified pure therapeutic grade. Okay, here's what I want to do now. I asked you to think about your top health priorities that you have going on right now. I want you to push pause and take 1 to 2 minutes to write down your top 3 health priorities. Write them on a piece of paper or in your class guide. And why is that a priority for you? What's it costing you to not solve it? Is it costing you time with your family? Like for me at the beach, I was always missing out on fun things. Is it costing you quality of life? Do you not feel well? Are you sick or always in pain? Or is it costing you money? Is it co-pays, doctor visits, and medications? There are several things that play into a healthy lifestyle, so maybe take another minute to score yourself, 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, on the dōTERRA lifestyle pyramid that's on the inside of your class guide. I want you to indicate 1 through 10 how well you're doing with eating, with exercising, getting good sleep, the toxic load that you have, stress management, informed self-care, and then proactive medical care. How well are you doing in each of those areas? What I want to do now is share with you a handful of dōTERRA's top oils that cover so many health priorities. Think of these as a way to build a natural medicine cabinet. Instead of having to constantly run to the store for an over-the-counter drug that has a side effect, you can have something right at your fingertips. These are dōTERRA's top 10 must-have oils for a healthy home. Number 1 is lavender. This is the calming essential oil. Apply a drop of lavender essential oil to your temples or diffuse it aromatically to help ease tension and for a more peaceful sleep. A drop can also be used to soothe minor skin irritations and burns, as it really helps skin recover quickly. Number 2 is one of my favorites that we talked about already, is peppermint. Peppermint has so many uses, and one of my favorites is that it's a natural energy booster. Peppermint also, remember, promotes healthy respiratory function, clear breathing. You can rub this on your chest or simply diffuse it aromatically. Add a drop to a glass of water to help alleviate occasional stomach upset. I love to use this when I travel and fly. And rub a drop or two on your temples like I did to relieve tension. Number 3 is frankincense. This one is often called the king of all oils. Frankincense has many uses, including helping to build and maintain a healthy immune system, calm anxiety, help boost your mood, and promote healthy cellular function. You can rub a drop on the back of your neck each morning to promote feelings of peace and relaxation. It is also amazing for your skin to help reduce the appearance of blemishes and rejuvenate the skin. I'm actually really 60 years old, but because I use frankincense, you'd never know, right? So Breathe is another one of my favorite essential oils, and it's a specific blend that dōTERRA has that is designed to clear airways and help breathing overall and support respiratory health. It also helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. I can't go without it once everything starts blooming. Just add some to your diffuser or simply rub a drop or two on your chest or right under your nose or right even here over your sinus cavities. Number 5 is melaleuca. This is a must-have in your medicine cabinet. You may know of this as tea tree oil. Melaleuca is great for all things skin-related, and it also helps support a healthy immune system. Digestin is a dōTERRA blend that aids in digestion of food, soothes occasional stomach upset, helps with nausea, and also will help you maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract, which is so important. 2 out of 3 Americans today struggle with digestive issues, and I don't know if you know this or not, but digestive issues are a huge cause and very closely related to mood and hormone issues as well. Rub a drop or two on your stomach. You could put a drop under your tongue for amazingly fast relief, or you can even put a couple drops on the bottom of your feet at night. Number 7 is deep blue. I love deep blue to soothe my sore muscles after a long day or a hard workout. It also works great for achy joints and supports healthy circulation. Oregano is a very powerful cleansing agent. It has immune-enhancing benefits and is an excellent source of antioxidants. It even supports healthy digestion and respiratory function. Plus, you can cook with it. It makes amazing homemade soups and sauces. dōTERRA lemon essential oil smells just like a fresh lemon. I love adding a couple drops to my water every day for its amazing flavor and its ability to naturally cleanse and detox the body and aid in digestion. Use lemon in your diffuser to cleanse and purify the air, or use it on surfaces to clean. It promotes a positive mood, supports healthy respiratory function, and it can even soothe an irritated throat. It's also amazing to cook with. On Guard is one that I mentioned earlier. This special dōTERRA blend is excellent at supporting healthy immune function. Rub a couple drops on the bottom of your feet each day. You can also diffuse it aromatically to protect against environmental threats and purify the air. I know so many teachers that love this one in their classroom. The last product I want to tell you about is actually not an oil. So many of the health concerns that we deal with stem from a lack of good nutrition. The average American is not getting the right amount of nutrients in their diet daily to feel great and have the energy that they need to just make it through the day. Maybe that's where you're at, and on that lifestyle pyramid that you scored yourself on, you scored really low in the healthy eating or maybe the toxic load categories. Lifelong Vitality is our foundational nutrition pack that has 3 different products that deal with basic nutrition, inflammation, and stress and energy. I don't go a single day without this. Now, this is my favorite part because I get to show you exactly how to get these amazing oils into your home. The first way that you can purchase is retail. This is 25% higher than the wholesale customer pricing. It's not the smartest way to buy because you pay way more and you forfeit all of the member benefits. The second way to get your oils is as a wholesale customer. Becoming a doTERRA member gives you a discount of 25% off your first order and future orders. It's kind of like a Costco membership. You become part of the club and then you can purchase things at a discount anytime. A membership is $35 if you'd like to pick and choose oils to purchase, or what I'd really recommend is to start with an enrollment kit. Any enrollment kit waives that member fee and it gives you the best starter oils at the biggest discount. doTERRA makes it super easy for you to get started in the place that really meets the health goals and needs that you wrote down by putting together our most popular oils and putting them into kits. These kits vary and range from a kit that includes nearly every product that doTERRA has, and if you're looking for a lifestyle overhaul, that's the kit for you. Down to a basic starter kit that is really a great way to build a natural medicine cabinet. The last way to get your oils is really the best way to purchase. It's through our Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP. This is a member-only option that you can do monthly, and you can get reward points back every single purchase to use the next month on free products. This is how myself and my family, this is how we get our supplements, our personal care products, and our favorite oils every single month. Many of our products end up being free. This is one of my favorite things about doTERRA. As you are looking at the best place for you to get started, pay close attention to some special benefits on some of the enrollment kits, like extra LRP points, which can be cashed in for free products. Some of the kits have additional discounts to start you at a higher LRP rewards percentage right away. Now, I have found that most people that come to doTERRA want to be involved in one of 3 ways. I'm not sure which one of these 3 that you relate with the most, but we can help you on whichever pathway fits best for you. The first way is to live better. Maybe you want to just experience the life-changing benefits of doTERRA oils. Secondly, maybe you want to share. Maybe you've been watching this and you've thought of several people in your life who need to try essential oils, and you'd like to share this video with them. Or maybe have somebody that invited you to actually come teach a class in your home. When you share doTERRA, you can eventually get your products for free, which I kind of like to think of as free healthcare. And lastly, some people that come to doTERRA want to build. Maybe you want to supplement or even replace your income and build a business like I'm doing. This journey originally started for us because years ago we had an infant son that passed away unexpectedly in his sleep. That experience radically changed the course of our life. We decided at that time to find something that we could do that would allow us to spend more time with our kids and be home with them. We wanted time and flexibility. doTERRA has greatly impacted our health and empowered me as a mom with solutions I don't have to be afraid of that my kids can grab from our oil box right off the counter in the kitchen. And financially, Nathan and I have been very blessed by doTERRA. We've been able to not only achieve our dream of more time and flexibility, as well as impacting marriages and families all over the country, but we've been able to help hundreds of thousands of people around the globe to do the same thing. Wherever you see yourself fitting in with doTERRA, where maybe you want to live better, you want to share with others, or you want to explore more of what it means to build, we want to help you get started experiencing the life-changing benefits of doTERRA today. Thank you so much for joining me.